It is now time for a question period. I recognize the Leader of His Majesty's Loyal Opposition.
Well, good morning, everybody, and good morning, Speaker. And I want to say how moved I am to see so many people here in the gallery today defending democracy. Yesterday, the minister changed his tune and started blaming civil servants for his own mess with the Skills Development Fund. Up until now, he has stood in this chamber and he has justified hand-picking low-scoring applicants to that fund because they met his government's so-called priorities, Speaker. And let me just say this. It was not civil servants, Speaker, that were sitting in rinkside seats at a Leaf game with executives or sipping champagne in Paris with lobbyists who cashed in, or raking in hundreds of thousands of dollars in political donations. It was this Minister of Labour, Speaker. Yes. So to the Premier, why is this Minister of Labour blaming civil servants when he clearly made the decision to reward Keel Digital Solutions?
Recognize the Minister of Labour.
Speaker, that's incorrect. Speaker, our ministry officials play a critical role in safeguarding the integrity of the Skills Development Fund, and together we've built strong backstops, Speaker. Being responsible for applicant approvals, which I am, Speaker, is not in contradiction with having important stopgaps in place, Speaker. It highlights the robust internal risk assessment processes we have for this program, Speaker. When that member talks about these projects, what she's saying is projects that are supporting our first responders, Speaker, with better training, better mental health support, Speaker, projects supporting the Carpenters Regional Council and the joint application they submitted for all of their locals across Ontario that are helping a next generation of skilled tradesmen and women. It's not surprising they don't support them because they don't support building. They don't support building the critical infrastructure that we're building, Speaker. Whether it's new nuclear, whether it's highways, roads, bridges, they vote against every measure, Speaker.
The Leader of the Opposition.
Back to the Premier, Speaker. This minister went on live radio and he bragged about hand-picking Keel Digital Solutions and their like, right? The Toronto Star, they got their hands on the government scorecards and they have confirmed it. They have confirmed it. Low-scoring applications like Keel received bigger payouts than the higher-scoring applications. The Auditor General confirmed that civil servants were overruled routinely by this minister and his political staff. So is the minister blaming civil servants simply because the company is now under police investigation?
Minister of Labour.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, as I said, being responsible for applicant approvals, which I am, and having a stopgap procedure in place is not in contradiction to one another, Speaker, but rather speaks to the important processes we have in place, Speaker. What that member is against, Speaker, is against supporting first responders with better training through our Skills Development Fund. What she's against and what she's highlighted is Carpenters Regional Council. Or let's talk about the operating engineers, another project highlighted in that article, Speaker. Operating engineers for the cranes in the skyline. We wouldn't have any cranes if it was up to them, Speaker. They don't want to build. They're against Highway 413. They're against the Bradford bypass. Just this week, I was at Union Station, where we saw cranes in the air making improvements to our Metrolinx fleet, Speaker. They're against those measures. They don't support our public transit expansion, but they have an opportunity to support us with the fall economic statement, to invest in infrastructure, invest in better training. I hope they'll take that chance.
Final supplementary, the Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, first he's hiding behind unions, dragging their names through the mud. Now he's hiding behind workers in the civil service. The one thing this minister will not do is take responsibility for the mess that he has created. I have been asking these questions for 5 weeks now, and the Premier doesn't even do us one and get up and answer a question, Speaker. Bills are being rammed through this legislature. It is the donors and the lobbyists that are connected to this government. It is the strip clubs and the numbered companies. It is the endless grift of a anti-democratic and, yes, corrupt government.
I will ask. Order. 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 I will ask the member to withdraw. I will ask the member to withdraw.
Speaker, I will not.
I am warning the member. The member has been named. You will have to leave the chamber.